This has been the busiest off season I think I've ever had. But starting us off, we built a man cave, Exhibit A, and that's going to be for training. We painted the outside of the house. I laid carpet. We painted almost every room in the house. Right, hopefully that gets rid of some of the noise. But this is the man cave. I haven't finished it yet. We did 5 9 till 9 days. One of them actually we finished at 1 a.m. in the morning, so it was longer than a 12-hour shift. It went on for don't. Put waterproof membrane. We then put fresh cladding on the outside, and then we used PIR insulation. We then put this as an insulation and a soundproofing, and then we plyboarded over the top. So in theory, when I close this, we should only get any noise pollution coming from the gaps through here, because this hasn't been insulated as well. So we'll see now. Should go pitch black. When I insulate this door, it should be soundproof, so it'll be great for training and stuff. No, Aaron, let's leave that open. Let's leave it open, please, brother. So busy times. And then the inside, carpets, painting. There's so much done. It doesn't feel like an off season. It's been a heck of a week, and an unusual, if you like, a very unusual vlog this week, because it's been getting the house ready and sorted. We've done so much. Super pleased. Next videos will all be running related. Where have I been the last few days? I am battered. My forearms feel like Popeye. Honestly, we've done 9 till 9 days, Monday, Tuesday, and we've done so much in the house. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour just to give you an idea. So we've painted the hallway as you enter. We've started painting all of the skirting boards. We've painted these doors. We've painted all of the skirting up, down. I've laid new carpet on the stairs all the way up into the hallway, just like paint down there. Painted all up here, painted both sides of each doors, painted the bathroom. Then I've started sanding, you can see down the sides. Started finishing off the sides. Sorry, our house is a tip. Painted all the walls, started sanding down the sides again. And then also I'm gonna show you another thing that I've done, which is quite special. This is the bigger job. So I've started making a man cave / studio / training place for all of my stuff. And that's just out there in that corner. Tired already just speaking about it. It's about 9 o'clock now, it's starting again, and then I'll show you the rest of what we've done upstairs. So we painted all up here, laid carpet up here, haven't laid in the kids' room yet, laid the carpet in the spare room. This is a mess. Repainted this room. Are you keeping up? Because I'm tired speaking about it now myself.
I'm tired, boss.
Am I gonna show our bedroom? I don't know if I want to show our bedroom because I don't know if it's clean. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna show you how grim and disgusting the carpets were. So look at the old carpets, new carpets. What a project. We moved in like February, March, and decided that we wanted to, we bought a real fixer-upper, and I haven't had any time to do it, so now's the time. So carpets need to come up in this room as soon as possible. Then obviously these carpets actually look really nice now. I'm a budget job, I'm super cheap, so I bought remnants. So all of the carpets I've laid so far probably cost me like, I think it's like 100 quid, because the carpets I bought are like £40 per square meter. I've got tons more than that, but I've just bought the stuff that people are no longer using, which is why the shades are ever so slightly different. So the actual carpet on the stairs is different to here. It's a different pile. And then these two carpets are actually a different shade. Same carpet, different shades. And then here you can see the kids' room. We've got blackout blinds, so you can't really see in here. But yeah, the carpet needs changing in here ASAP. So we've been busy. But the truth is, money doesn't come in abundance in our household. So we bought a house that had an incredible shower, huge possibilities, and long-term longevity for our family. 2 kids and a dog. And yeah, I guess we just wanted to know that we didn't have to move again in a few weeks. And then of course I bought a load of plants as well. So like that one over there, I feel like it's made such a difference to the house. We've got this big one here. We've got like this little one here. Yeah, we've got like another little one there. Sorry, this isn't running related. I'm just giving you what I'm getting up to during my off season, which is a little bit here, there and everywhere. Improved family life, including building a garden room / man cave that I can train in when the winter months come, so that I don't have to be running on the road. So I can do my morning run as normal, and then I can get into the cave and the lair and just train in there. And then we sanded the floor in here as well. So this is all actual natural floorboards. Kids are out at the moment. I'm going back into the man cave, and then Erin turns 3 this Friday, which is why we want to build the man cave to get any junk that's in there, because the garage is already full, so that we can put up her climbing frame that we've got, that her uncle bought for her, uncle and auntie, and then so we can have family around on the weekend and have some fun. Really, we've done so much though. I'm really proud of how much we've done so far. We've done a lot. I mean, I even sanded down these. You can see the fireplace You call it the mantle? I don't know what it is. I mean, this is softwood, it's not real wood. So I've sanded there and I've sanded down the bottom. Oh, I'm waffling too much. Okay, now perspective on everything. I am on a budget. I bought this whole structure for £100. I bought all of my insulation for £50. Let me turn this down a minute. Okay, so I'm in about £150 in terms of materials. That's for like the body of everything. That's including the cladding, all the wood, all of the insulation, the big expenses. So let's have a look at what I got for that. So we have this. So all that said, take it with a pinch of salt, go easy on me. There's going to be a lot of slack in the comments here. I'm working the best of a bad situation. I have insulation as thick as 140mm, as thin as 25, or even less than that, maybe even 10. What is this stuff here? It's super thin. This was recycled from my old shed, and then we've got it up to like 140. So I put the 140 on the ground, then I had to trim the top off. So it's going to sound really wild. It's Cowboy Builder, fully aware. This is how it looks. So I've put them all in. I then had to saw off the top. You can see the 100mm fitted absolutely perfect. That was fine with the floorboards. I'm using 4x2, so the 100's fine. I think it's 100, but it means I've cowboyed, and the top the same. Nothing's perfect. So what I'm gonna have to do is another cowboy. I'm gonna have to fill everything in between every gap, because I had a little bit of help filling insulation, so the cuts aren't perfect. So nothing actually fits as I would like. So you can see small gaps like this. I'm going to put some foam insulation between all of that, saw it all off. I'm then going to put rock wool in between, again cowboy. So I'm going to double up on the insulation because this is really thin stuff here. I'm then going to use a thermal wrap over everything to fully create a full vapor barrier. It's also going to retain the heat. Think of wrapping something in foil, a flask. You can get the vibe. This is only directed towards people like myself, DIYers who are budging the job. On a budget, I'm £150 in so far. I'm doing a bloody good job for that. Then I'm going to plyboard everything. I was thinking about using weather treated OSB, and I'm unsure. I've already got plywood, so I might just use that and go from there. But we're getting there. We are getting there. It's a mess. I'm a man on a mission. I'm gonna get this done. I'm getting it done. Not if it kills me, but I'm getting it done because I need somewhere to train in the winter. This is gonna be my dungeon, my lair, my cauldron of goodness that you're gonna see in the indoors and the outdoors, and this is where I'm gonna get those gains, and it's gonna be a refuge from the kids. We've got so much going on at the moment. We've got so much going on in the house. I can't be spending, realistically, to get this done properly, you're looking at 10 grand minimum, 15 grand for a really good company. Real budget company with really awful materials, you probably get it done for like 7 to 8, but I mean, it's a budget job. But I mean, we're using like feather edge cladding, and this stuff is thick, like really thick. It's really good stuff. Let me show you the depth of it, just for reference. So have a look at this here. So it's really, really good stuff. And then we've got all of the plywood sheets just down there. Oh, let's show you what I've done with the roof so far. Again, I'm a DIY, don't judge me. The roof isn't the best. It's not finished. I ran out of felt yesterday, but it's not. It could be a lot worse, but it probably couldn't. But here's the roof so far. I know it's not straight. I know I haven't completely got it down just yet. I've stapled it in and I'm gonna go over it with a waterproof substance just to tack it all down. It's glued to shit and back. This stuff is terrible. Don't ever want to work with it again in my life. And then once that's done, I'm then gonna put like a feather edge along all of the top to hide it. So we'll feather edge all of the top and the bottom, and then we'll paint it a nice colour and it'll look nice. Okay, another trip to either Wix B&Q, Screwfix, Tool Station, Brewers. You know what it's like, gotta get it done. I only need like 3 meters and I'm having to buy a full 10-meter roll, which is annoying. This has got, no, I've gone for the 15-year life. So I've gone for like the 15-year life expectancy. They do as low as 5, but I mean, I don't really want to be doing it again. And for the price difference, you're paying 28 versus 49. I did buy some clearance stuff yesterday that was like damaged slightly, so I got it a lot cheaper. But yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a full roll again, which is pretty expensive. And I bought another tub of this, but if I don't need it, I'll bring it back. And then this is what I'm gonna use in between the gaps. So I've got up to 200mm, but I don't have that much space. So I think this should do the trick. Just a base roll. This should do the trick. So with the really small PIR that I've got and the cloudy foam insulation and the thermal barrier, should be more than enough. I just thought for what I'm using it for, it should detract the heat and retain it. Okay, look where we're up to. So here's the thicker insulation. I'm going to try and fill some bits in if I can here and there. Just nick some from out of the places. But you can see the thickness of this. Look how much is there compared to this. So these ones are just gonna have to be filled in. I've actually run out of insulation now, so I'm gonna have to nick some from elsewhere. But overall, you can see 2 rolls has just done it. I'm blown away. Honestly, I was doing it. I was like, oh my God, I'm just short. And I was panicking a little bit. But no, this is good. Look, this is incredibly well insulated now, I'd say. But I've doubled up, which probably might go against me. I don't know. I haven't read up into it. I've just started, yeah, doing stuff quickly. But this is good. This is really good. It's insulated. Okay, so where are we? We've insulated everywhere now, and then we went for a vapor barrier over the top, Reflectix, and then we've just gone plywood over the top of that. So we're not going for a perfect finish because it's slightly out of plumb. It's not quite right angles. We didn't lay the base. There was 2 different bases and then there was concrete in the middle, so it wasn't completely level. So it's slightly out of plumb. We've gone for the plywood for like an internal structure, which you can see is just not perfect in places because, yeah, it's just the way it is. We work with what we've got, but let me show you the outside because I think this is the good bit. Okay, look, there we go. Come on, I mean, let's be fair, I'm a DIYer. I've done this before. I've done it on the van. In fact, there's a few clips here of when I actually did convert my van, so I have got experience with doing this. The concept is very, very similar. But this is what we're looking at now. If you ask me, that looks like a bit of an epic dungeon to just train hard. I was going to put the door on the cladding here. However, because of the way the design is, we screwed the pieces of the frame together from the floor, and I haven't filled in the front of the concrete of the base. So I'm going to drill some holes in to this base here. So I'm going to drill some holes into this base going that way, and then I'm going to create a barrier along here. I'm going to drill loads of holes in all the way along because you can see we are hanging off. I know it's not a good look. It's not how it's supposed to be, but I'm going to drill a load of these holes in, create another barrier, bring it out to about here maybe, and then I'm going to use rods similar to this at just different angles, just as like, and then they're going to just go into the concrete. I'm going to pump them all in, and then I'm going to then fill with tons of concrete. In theory, that will provide, if it ever does, so it doesn't bowl in the future, even though it's only by a tiny amount, just as like to future-proof it. I'm just going to bring the base out slightly, put the rods in, and in theory, yeah, it should make quite a difference. And then the next step will be painting that bugger. It's so ugly. I hate looking at it, but again, we bought a fixer-upper and it's worth it long term. So now this is done, I've got a place to put my cross trainer, which is currently under tarpaulin over there. And then this area here is going to become like a kid's messy area. So it's either going to become, I'm either going to put a small shed there for just stuff, because there's big enough for a shed. So either put a shed, or it's just going to become an area for like messy play from where the kids are. Kids have their stuff. Haven't decided yet. And then I need to put guttering on the back. I'm going to put guttering on the back up here, and then it's going to come down into a water butt because Erin and Seb absolutely love playing with water. So that'll be the next job. So we're edging closer now. You'll see we're almost fully plyboarded on the walls. Almost. You can see it's got wet in places, so I am going to have to let all of this dry out, unfortunately, before I go ahead with much more, because I need this wood to be dry. So it'll just mean making sure the door's open as much as possible. It's going to stay warm in here because it's fully waterproofed anyway. Overall, the vapor barrier works quite well. I've still got to do the top. I can't get this piece out, so I'm going to tuck some foil behind, and then I'm going to cut that piece, but I'm not in any rush to get that done. And then here is the last cut. Hello, Milo. You can see the markings. You can see the markings just here. So just along this line up there, and then just using a circular saw. Yeah, job almost done.